Hallo und herzlich willkommen wieder hier zurück zu Payne. Wir werden jetzt jeden töten, denn wir sind wieder hier zurück. Und wir killen jeden.
I didn't have a fancy green light on my gun, just a stubborn desire to stop those thugs from having their way. I hadn't wanted to live so bad in years.
So, unser Buff ist zu stark für diese Welt.
Hey, you're fucking dead!
Oh, fuck. Was ist das für ein Lappen?
Shh, my boy. Don't be afraid of the fires. You think they'll hurt you? You think they'll char your skin and char your bones? But it'll make you clean in the long run. The joys of hygiene! Come to me, you sinners, you evil men! You were born in filth and squalor, but today you will be cleansed. Cleansed in fire!
Der hat sich selbst in die Luft gesprengt.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that. But I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for. A chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. The apartment made me wish I'd got to know him better.
Du Heilige, meine liebe Damen und Herren, ach du Heilige, also der Typ, ne?
Looked like he was keeping an eye on me. Must have thought we were kindred spirits. More and more, I think he was right.
Also... Der Typ Benzinkanister drin. Was ist mit dem Typen passiert? Haben wir ja schon. Wie oft sollen wir das nochmal? An den Wänden sehen wir, der ist auf jeden Fall gestört, der Mann. Ja, der ist auf jeden Fall gestört.
It made for interesting reading. If I'd been given a few more years looking into the bottom of a glass, I might have been on the same page.
Okay.
Go!
Nein, 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 nein. Okay. Rest haben wir überall schon gesucht.
Rent was gonna have to be lowered in the building. That was something the tenants committee could thank me for.
Guckt euch das mal an. Also wie gesagt, es ist halt nicht für 16-Jährige geeignet auf jeden Fall. Hier liegen alles weg, also...
The place should have been knocked down years before, but my lease turned out to be the order of demolition.
Komplette DLC gekauft, deswegen weiß ich nicht.
Okay, here I go! Recover! Here's the cover! Kill that!
You were on borrowed time. Hey, you aren't hurt too bad.
Gunfire over Hoboken. felt strange to be at the center of it again. The target, that is. Like an old comedian hearing one last round of
Aber E
applause.
kann nicht klettern, okay? Wusste ich gar nicht. Ich hab die ganze Zeit immer Leertaste gedrückt. Boah, ich wurde schon getroffen.
Alright, guys, let's look alive. We're gonna get this prick. Come on, I wanna hear some motivation. Let's go.
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
I heard something.
Kinda
Up there!
Up where?
Up there!
What you bitching?
Oh,
there he is! Shoot him!
God damn it!
Wenn ich nicht der Killer bin.
You need some help there, brother?
Wenn ich der Killer bin, wer dann?
5 minutes ago!
Looked like you were doing fine.
Well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, you ain't lost it. Hey, it looks like there might be a way down through the wreck up here.
Oh ja, vielleicht, aber nur vielleicht.
There were wrecks all around. And not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you crossed the road to avoid.
Hey, say goodbye. We gotta go. I could go on alone, but it wouldn't be so much fun.
Beeil mich ja schon, bleib ruhig, Browner.
And they're always one step ahead.
They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
Watch out!
Ja, wo bist du denn? Oh. Das ist so wie Sniper, ne? Apropos Sniper. Ich glaube, ich kauf mir den neuen Teil von Sniper auch. Bin mir nicht sicher. Und mal gucken. Vielleicht kaufe ich das, vielleicht auch nicht. Hängt von meiner Geldlage ab.
This a building compliance meeting up here?
Oh nein, wir sind tot. Das tut mir echt leid, dass wir gerade dort gestorben sind. Nein, AK gibt's auch nicht mehr. Schade.
Can we, please?
Cover me, fellas!
Fancy seeing you here.
They're everywhere.
You really pissed me off!
How many guys they got?
Er hat keine Chance noch zu überleben.
We got a way down to the street.
Wo ist der lang?
You settling in here? Come on, let's go.
Wo bist du denn? Ach, der ist noch oben. Hä? Wo ist der lang? Ich hab dich verloren, Bruder.
Sticking here is gonna get us killed.
Wo bist du denn? Hä?
Enough, move.
Beweg dich, sagt der ja. Wenn du mir nicht sagst, wo du bist. oder was?
The drink slowed you down.
Verarschen oder was? Irgendwie mich verarschen. Wo ist der lang? Ach hier, lol, bin ich wirklich doof. Okay, bin wirklich doof.
Come on.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop in me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck? Huh? Shit, it's the car. Are you serious? Get out of here. Let's go. There they are. Spread out. Let's go. Easy there.
The word is out.
Cover fire.
Oh, du Scheiße. Wie viele das sind.
How many more they got? Watch out, homie! You could have told me where that kid was.
Get up there.
So, das war der letzte.
You want a camel coat, bro?
I'm fine with the leather.
There's plenty here, going begging.
This don't show the blood so much.
When scotch won't do the job.
How's this look?
Was wollen die von mir, Alter? Was ist los hier? Oha, ja. Mutis, Mann. Oh.
We ain't got far to go.
I need some space.
We gotta be near the end of it now.
Really gonna hurt you now.
Hä?
Dead end.
But you knew your way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah.
Ich glaube sogar, das ist das DLC hier, was wir gerade hier spielen, ne? Vermutlich. Ich kenne das Max Payne so, dass man nach diesem Diskothek, dass du sofort dieser Typ wirst mit der Glatze.
You like that?
Ich glaube, wir spielen gerade das DLC. Bin mir nicht sicher, wenn ich ehrlich
Should be a
sein
bit
soll.
quieter
Mal
in here.
gucken, wir lassen uns erstmal überraschen.
Yeah, it's nice.
Vielleicht war das so. Ich hab's wirklich
I can see why you
vergessen,
don't
keine
wanna
Ahnung
leave
mehr.
this place, Max.
Wir-
It's real charming.
Ja, gucken.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
You want a job yet, Max?
So here we were, miles up the Tiete River, looking for what we did not know.
Max. You listening? Max! So like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Crashapre.
Why'd you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana. She was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed that little party at the stadium, they were a group of paramilitaries.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow it. The government can't even follow it. It ensures that no one's ever guilty.
So why'd they do it? Bust us at the stadium.
Somebody told them we were gonna be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Yeah, me too. Wonder where the hell she is.
You know there's a harbor about a half a mile up? She's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I'd been doing my job properly, we wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
Hey, Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere.
Jawohl, endlich mal mit Schalldämpfer hier. Ah, mit C kann man ducken.
Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect. I had no idea what lay ahead. And as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation, right here.
Da ist einer.
Por que eu sempre fico pela parte de mim? Pô, já te falei pra tu parar de reclamar e fazer do trabalho, mano.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu.
Cadê ela?
The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
Bevor er schießen kann.
So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand. I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Boah, dafür werde ich alle
Dá um
töten.
cigarro aí. Eu não tenho, pô. Tem sim, cara. Para de mentira.
Vai se fuder, cara!
Vai tomar no meio do cu.
Eu vou te meter bala, hein?
Vá se fuder, porra.
Oi! Dani! Você tá aí? Você tem um cigarro?
Was war das denn jetzt?
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo.
Wie kann ich... ich will...
I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
Also, ich will nicht auffallen, aber das geht nicht. Oh, ich weiß, was der neue Let's Play wird. Splinter Cell. Ja. Da halten Splinter Cell Teile. Ich weiß aber nicht welche.
That was the chair that she had been held in.
Oh,
I had
sie ist
just
weg.
missed them. They'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats. She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her...
A dor. Com a idade vem a dor. É dor de cabeça, dor de estômago, dor na virilha, dor nas juntas, dor de ressaca. É por isso que existe Interfectum. Interfectum é um analgésico forte
Für die Werbung.
Here we go again.
Also, hier ist sonst nichts, da ist sonst nichts. Außer, dass wir wissen zum Beispiel, dass sie auf Live-Show gemacht haben, damit diese Geld sozusagen schneller gegeben wird. Das, was sie angefordert haben. Dass sie das
Para de chorar, sua puta! Porra! Cala a boca! Ninguém pode te ouvir, caralho! Sua burguesinha safada! Vou te pegar, é? Vou te pegar antes que eu boto uma bala na tua cabeça!
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho, ele quer ela inteira. Aí, você vai jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein? Caralho, cara, tá virando uma cilada essa porra, mano.
LOL. verdammt. Wie geht das? Ich hab mich doch gar nicht gezeigt. Check ich nicht. Was soll's.
I was in a cocaine factory, but I'd stick to... It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched.
8 Ziele. 8 Ziele wurden genommen. Das bedeutet, es werden weitere Ziele kommen.
I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell. These were the floor plans to the nightclub. Seemed Mr. Serrano like to be prepared. Proper little Boy Scout.
Ah, okay. Wir haben den Plan sozusagen. Wie die das geplant haben. Es wurde schon am Anfang an schon alles geplant anscheinend. Also das war kein spontanes Angriff. Wäre mir auch unsympathisch. Goldene Waffe entdeckt. Die Frage ist jetzt, wo lang? Die Frage ist jetzt wirklich ernst gemeint, wo lang?
I could get through on the catwalk if I went back into the other room.
Achso, oh, bin falsch gelaufen. Ist sehr lang. Tut mir leid, mein Fehler.
Seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers. I had to keep on going across the docks. I had to find a way to close the sluice gate so I could get across. There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running one step behind ever since I got to this country. and maybe a few years before that as well.
Sehr wenig Leben. Oh. Ich habe ihn nicht gesehen. Keine Ahnung, wo der war. Boah, ey. Wirklich von vorne? Wie diesmal mit Schalldämpfer kommt. Vielleicht klappt das diesmal. Was ist das? Was ist das? Das ist viel zu schwer. Ey, ich tick gleich aus. Ohne Witz. Schon wieder der gleiche Scheiß. Oh. Oha, ich konnte gar nicht schießen. Ich schieß auf ihn. Habt ihr das gesehen? Ich schieß auf den Typen. Also die Schüsse gehen auf ihn drauf, aber er stirbt nicht. Ach, das sind Brasilianer. Ich dachte, das sind Mexikaner oder so. Sind Mexikaner Brasilianer? Nö. Jetzt fängt es an mit Geschichte. Glaube ich nicht, dass niemand ist. Was passiert jetzt, wenn ich mal Auto fahre? Ich sterbe gleich, bestimmt. Warum konnte ich gerade nicht schießen, ey? So, weiter geht's. Ey, dieser Part ist richtig lang geworden. Es tut mir echt leid, wenn das so lang geworden ist, Leute. Ich habe eigentlich daneben geschossen.
Max? Max? You all right? What's going on? Where's Fabiana?
They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident chump who'd gone into the jungle alone. Shit, more company!
She's alive?
How much longer, I don't know.
Oh, no, fuck off!
Scheiße.